Welcome back to the lunch table, everybody. And before we start the podcast, I just want to shout out our sponsor, Papa J's Lambanog Vodka. Now, they've been making Lambanog for about 400 years in the Philippines, and all it takes is just this little old man to climb up the coconut tree and grab the nectar from the tree, distill it, and it's done within 7 days. It's hella good. Check him out, papajays.com. Now, let's get to the podcast. Yay! Bushman.
Yeah, I was blessed enough to get scared by him. Like, he, scared me and my mom.
You got scared by the Bushman?
Yeah.
What year was that?
It's 2017, 2016.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. So, what, did you piss your pants a little bit?
Yeah, I sharded a little. It was
all right.
big deal. Yeah.
Well, that's how we're going to introduce my next guest. Welcome back to the lunch table.
We started.
Food for Thought. I'm Nico Blitz. Audrey, what's up?
Hello. Nice to
the
meet
whole
you.
world just know that you sharded just a little bit.
Yeah, I shot myself, but just a little bit. It was like a squirt. No worries.
Jesus. I love how open you are, and I feel like it very much translates into your music. I was put up on you because I found Comic Sans featuring Jack Harlow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I was like,
a lot of people say that to me.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, I love Jack Harlow and just found him. I've just found you through him.
See, it wasn't even through
out.
Jack Harlow. I think I just saw the video popping up randomly because, I'm up into the Asian American rappers and singers and whatnot. And I was like, wait, who is this? And then I'm looking at the whole video, your face is just very it's very blank. But then you're rapping so fucking hard. And at the same time, I was like, why is this song called Comic Sans too?
Yeah, it's there's a lot going on in that whole video.
It was one of those moments where the title was just so encapsulating to the point where I was like, I have to click on this.
Yeah, basically just clickbait, period.
Is that what you were thinking about when you
finally
came up with the title?
No, definitely not. I just had the Comic Sans line in my head for a while, feeling overused like Comic Sans, and I just have a weird thing for fonts.
Yeah,
I just like them. I've just always liked them. When I used to write essays in 5th grade, I'd spend 15 minutes picking a font. So yeah, I just kind of decided to name it that after that line.
What kind of school did you go to? Because we had to just do Times New Roman all the damn time.
No, I know what you're talking about. I think that rule changed after 5th grade. In 6th grade, I had to use Times New Roman.
Okay.
It was very stifling. But
Yeah.
but before that, you could just use whatever for me at least.
See, and I was in 6th grade probably in 2000-ish. 4 or
2000-ish.
2000-ish. 2004, 2005.
That was a good year. That was a good year.
And so, it was crazy seeing you perform your first LA show at the Mint, and then you said you were 20 years old. I was like, yo, you're super young. So how long have you actually been doing music for?
So, I think officially it's been 3 years, I would say. I started really writing, really recording. I put out my first song ever 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe? When I turned 19, and I'm about to turn 21. So 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And what were you doing? What were you doing before that? Just regular high school stuff?
Yeah, I guess. I don't even remember my life. I was in high school. I was definitely always into music though. I did choir when I was younger. What else did I do? I did the musical in middle school, all that stuff. And then I kind of started writing when I was in high school, but shitty stuff, very corny, songs about bullying and shit.
Nah, I mean that's
that's
real shit.
But there's a way. That's real shit. But there's a way to do that. That's not corny, and I did not know how to do that. But started releasing my own music in 2018. I met my manager through Instagram, who also is my producer.
Shout out to Anwar.
Shout out to Anwar sitting in the couch in his Radiohead shirt.
No, that kind of reminds me about how Logic met his manager.
Oh, I don't know
Chris.
that story.
They literally just met through Twitter and Instagram.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and then Logic becomes Logic.
There you go. And I actually was so creeped out because he DM'd me first on Instagram, and this was when I was in high school, and it was just
I can see how far left that can go.
What the hell is going on I was right now? Who is this man? Why is he in my DMs? And also, it was kind of pre the era where that was normal. Now it's so normal, you know? You could be you could be like running a bakery, and if someone DMs you for business, that's normal, you know?
That's how everything moves now. Like,
yeah, but this was before that was normal.
And you kind of didn't really have like any, I guess, industry knowledge on how to go about things at that time, did you? You were kind of just creating just to create.
Exactly. I was just singing, I was writing, but I don't have anyone in the music industry in my family, so I was like trying to figure it out. I put a lot of covers up on Instagram, so I was kind of gaining a following, like a little following based on just that, like my voice and my singing. But as to my artistry, I don't think I really had no idea what I was doing. I mean, I still don't know what I'm doing, but then it was really just like an open, like a blank canvas. And the past 3 years have been really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going back on your discography, and it's like your music doesn't even go as far back as like 2018. It doesn't go like before that. So I'm like, I felt like you haven't been in the music industry per se for like a long ass time.
I really haven't, and honestly, I don't even feel like I'm necessarily in the industry yet, only because I grew up musically. Like, we made music at his house, you know, so I was never in studios a lot. I was literally on his couch, like eating tacos, writing Comic Sans, writing whatever. Yeah. So it's weird to be out here because it's so saturated and there's so many creators, which is amazing. And everyone goes to studios. Everyone collaborates with people they don't know. And that's just so new to me. I'm so used to the culture of just like make music with your friends kind of. Yeah. Yeah. But it's really cool.
And it seems like you're just about to transition into like the studio settings and whatnot, because I can't imagine like Jack Harlow just pulling up to the crib and then just
I want shit like that to happen. Like, I hope that becomes more of a thing. Because to be honest, I don't like studios that much.
Why is that?
There's usually no windows. And that's
it gets hella musty.
It's
all
like,
that,
it's dark and there's no windows and it's like so soundproof.
Well, I think even if you watch the Travis Scott documentary on Netflix, like they were creating his entire album Astroworld like in a very secluded area, but then there was like open windows everywhere and you could kind of just like move around.
No, that's fire. He's like one of my favorite artists. Yeah. And I think for me, that's my favorite way to make music. And I only make my best shit in those times where I'm just super comfortable. I'm with people I actually like being around. Yeah.
So at that time when your manager, it's all good. So at that time when your manager Anwar hit you up, like how many songs did you have out?
I had 2 songs out on SoundCloud.
So what was it that he saw in you? Like you just had 2 songs out, like
Brody, I don't know what. What did you see?
Care to comment, Anwar?
Cover songs on Instagram.
Yeah, I think it was my voice. I think it was my voice. I did a lot of my own renditions of cover songs. Like I would add verses sometimes and things like that. So I think it was that, and I think it was just meeting me.
Kind of like making the songs as your own. You weren't just doing covers, like straight up covers.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so the cover stuff happens and then you end up like creating your own music. Like I gotta ask, because being like an Asian American, right, like we usually get like the doctor lawyer stuff put on us, and you don't have anybody in your family that's like musically inclined or is in the music industry. Like how do your parents like see everything that's happening right now?
Yeah, I'm just hella blessed that I wasn't raised that way, I guess. My dad was in the fashion industry. He did clothing manufacturing. So he's always been an entrepreneur. He's always been just supportive. And my mom, too. Like, she's the one who drove me to lessons, paid for my lessons, drove me to auditions. Just, I have a really supportive family. So I'm lucky because I do know that archetype. And I know a lot of my friends have that on them. Yeah. And, I'm just lucky enough to not have had that pressure on me ever. Yeah. What about you? Did you have that?
I mean, I didn't really have that pressure either.
Yeah.
I mean, I still get the pressure of just like, yo, when are you going to get like a good, decent paying job? And I'm like, yo, like, this industry doesn't really pay too much.
Yeah. Or it's just very sporadically. It's just weird.
Yeah. Like, sometimes, for your case, you'll have like a song that just like pops off, then you're going to get dough for like, like maybe a month or 2. And then you just got to like move on to the next one afterwards.
Yeah. It's weird. There's no path. I was talking to someone about this, but like when you're a doctor, you're just like, okay, I'm going to go to school. I'm going to get good grades. I'm going to eat my veggies. I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to become a doctor and I'm going to do my residency, blah, 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 blah. And there's just, oh my God, like that is crazy to think that it's just, to think about a life where you just know exactly what you're going to do.
Oh my
It's kind of cool. Dude. It's kind of weird.
I was literally having this conversation with my friend yesterday, and I'm the type of person who loves the spontaneity of life. Like, you don't necessarily know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But you know, like, you as a rapper, me as a music journalist, like, we're kind of just working toward, like, the bigger goal, but we don't know how we're going to get there.
Yeah.
And the fact that we don't know how we're going to get there leads to the fun times, like going to random-ass Grammy parties or meeting people, or, like, going to, like, your concert at the Mint and then just seeing, not only seeing you, but also seeing, like, a slew of, like, amazing artists that were on that night,
Oh, my God, so fire. There were so many good artists that night. Yeah. Thank you for coming, by the way.
Oh, no, of course.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? What I appreciated about you, too, is that, like, for only being in the music industry for 3 years, seeing you perform, you are just so professional with it.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? Like, you know how to engage with your audience. You know how to get them to, like, recite your lyrics back. And on top of that, you also just premiered, like, 2 new songs on that, too.
During the set?
The Valentine's Day record and also... God, what was it? The one about this diner that you used to go to, Part 9.
Yeah, that's a gem. I love that song.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I kind of have to because not a lot of the music is out yet. So to do like a 30-minute set, I need to, leak some shit. But I enjoy it.
Where'd you get the performance aspect from? Like, who do you, like, look up to in terms of that?
It's a good question. I look up to definitely singers. Like I love diva singers. I love Whitney Houston. Love Beyonce. Like honestly, in 2012 when she did her Super Bowl performance is kind of like when I was 12. I decided I was really going to do this. Even though our music is super different, just like her energy. Also love just like watching Etta James.
Yeah.
Just fucking rip her vocal cords out. She's amazing. I'm inspired by singers like that, but I'm also inspired by like Kanye, hip hop artists who kind of just, I don't know. I feel like they treat the show like an aesthetic, which is so fire to me. And that's something I definitely want to explore more. Having more visuals on stage, having more lights, and just making it like a music video. Live performance, yeah. I
think that's really important because going back to what you were saying, you have to make your live performances an actual experience and something for people to remember. Even something as simple as like you saying like, "Yo, I need to see somebody who knows how to jump up and down." You know what I mean? And whoever like you threw that T-shirt.
Yeah, did you jump?
I jumped.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I guess I didn't jump enough because I didn't get the T-shirt.
No, but Mans in the back was going hard. He was like, yeah.
Yeah, he was going.
He deserved
crazy.
it. He deserved it.
He definitely did. So like, you're from Jersey, right? And so I guess who kind of made your way to you and kind of inspired your path to like you really want to like create music? I know you mentioned like Beyonce and Kanye West before, but like
do you mean like my influences?
Yeah, your influences.
So growing up I didn't really, my parents didn't really listen to a lot of American music. So I would definitely listen to a lot more like Korean singers growing up. But my mom had this one CD that had like Whitney, Destiny's Child, so a lot of R&B. And I think when I entered high school, I discovered Sade.
Sade?
Yeah. Discovered her late in my life. Fucking love Sade. I think that was a big catalyst for me just because I loved her voice so much and I just resonated with the kind of music she made. So Sade is a big one. I love Thundercat. I love Taishi. Do you know Taishi?
I don't know Taishi, but even you mentioning Thundercat, I'm just like, you seem like you're at least 30 years old the way you're thinking about music.
Oh, I'm a grandma. I'm actually grandma.
Yeah?
Like dead ass, yeah.
So what,
I'm
you
like
don't even like go out or anything?
Well, not in that way. Yeah, I don't go out that much. So for me, I go out like once a month and I'll go out. But once I get that like fix in, I'm pretty straight for the month.
Very chill.
I love working, so.
Yeah. I saw that you were just over in Korea too.
Mm-hmm.
Was that your first time there?
No, that was my third time there. Yeah, I've been twice. I went when I was 7 and I went when I was 16. And then the last time I went. It was so fire.
Is it?
It was so fire. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know what to expect because this was the first time I went there for work.
Yeah.
And everyone was just so nice. So nice and such good food. The food is really good.
Yeah.
I just love traveling overall. And kind of just, I don't know, I got to spend time with my dad, which was nice. Yeah.
Is it kind of different going back to a place like you first go there for vacation, right? And then you next go there like, damn, like the vacation mode's out of the way now. Like I gotta go here for work.
That's literally right now.
That's literally what you're doing right now.
Yeah, in LA here. Usually, if I come to California, like the first 2 times I came to just like have fun, but this is fun for me. So it's not. I don't have anything to complain about. It's amazing.
So then
I'm sitting here with you. Like what?
Yeah, we're just chopping up about
What's
life.
better than this? You know, we got some Papo J's over here.
Look at that. She's already like plugging the alcohol sponsor. I ain't gotta do much.
There you go. Shout out to Papo J, my guy.
Audrey, like, you know, considering you've only been in the industry for about like 3 years now, what would you say is like the most difficult thing for you to like change about your life? Like, what are some things that you've had to like let go of and things that in order for you to like propel forward?
Let go of?
Maybe it'd be like certain habits.
Certain habits. I don't know. I don't really think I've had to change much because I've wanted this for I've wanted to do this for such a long time, young age. So I always kind of conditioned myself to just do whatever I need to do to get to where I want to go. Mm-hmm. So if anything, something that's really hard for me is on show days, I try to rest my voice. So that's really hard, like not talking to anyone.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared for tour because I feel like I'm going to have to not talk to anyone. And that's hard for me. I love talking to people.
Yeah.
I'm introverted, but I do like talking to certain people. So, yeah, I think that's going to be tough. I guess just like hiring my stamina because I really love moving on stage.
I can tell.
So trying to not drink Diet Coke anymore has been kind of tough.
Jesus
trying to just, but overall, I wouldn't say I have many complaints in that area. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know.
So how'd the song for Comic Sans come about? Like, how did you end up getting Jack Harlow on there?
We literally just cold emailed him.
That's
beat.
it?
Yeah, the beat with the open. We're like, fuck it, let's see what happens. And his manager got back to us and was like, yeah, Jack really loves this. He wants to do it, and that was it. And then we asked him to be in the video. He was like, sure. And he was on tour during that time. So he came to the tattoo shop that we were filming at and got to meet. He's such a sweet guy.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's really nice.
Did you, like, pick up any gems from him? Like, what were some conversations that you had with him?
We had to shoot in an hour. And he had to...
You shot that whole video in an hour?
The part with him, we had to do in an hour. He literally came in and out. Like, we didn't get to talk much, but he was telling me that he started pretty young. And, yeah, I think just seeing him and realizing that he's been working since he was, like, probably, I think 16 or something like that. And he's still going so hard. That was really inspiring to me. Because I've been a fan. I loved Gazebo, that whole album. I love that album. And Eastern Parkway is, like, one of my faves. So just, being able to work with him was cool. And I was actually at 100 Gex show when he DM'd me his verse on Instagram. He was like, what do you think of this? And I was like, I literally left the show to like go listen. I was like,
let's run it.
Yeah, it was great. He did
That's
a really
what's
good
up.
job. Yeah.
Are you going to do, like, any other features aside from Comic Sans for this year? Because it seems like before Comic Sans, you were just all solo dolo on every single one of your songs.
Yeah, I'm a loner. I love solo dolo. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do want features though. Definitely want to work with more artists. Nothing's confirmed yet, but some artists I do love who are kind of on the come up right now. Have you heard of Tokyo's Revenge?
I haven't.
Fucking whew.
Okay, everyone's faces in the room just went like, yo, you
tripping
right now.
Yeah, he's really good. He's blowing up on TikTok right now.
Okay.
But don't let that fool you. It's really good music.
Yeah.
I love Bulow. Bulow's really cool. Beam. This guy Beam. He sounds like...
You're talking like a foreign language to me right now. That's crazy. I haven't heard of any of these. Are these all like East Coast people or what?
I don't know where they're from. I just know they're
You just know
fire.
that. Yeah.
They're fire. Beam is really fire. And yeah, those are some artists I'd love to meet.
That's what's up. What about producers?
Producers... I just want to breathe the same air as Mike Dean one day. Literally, like walk into the room, breathe, and just leave. Like that's my goal. Would love to do something with Flying Lotus. I just love his use of vocals as just like textures. I think it's really fire.
Mm-hmm. I want to see you with like Mike Gow.
Who is that?
Mike Gow. He produces off of like all these random machines that he creates. I'm talking about like he'll use like blowhorns and all this shit, and he'll just like manipulate his voice.
That's
and
fire.
like he'll like I guess he'll even like use like drum pads and shit and then like manipulate it that way.
Sick. I love stuff like that. I love weird shit. I love using vocal samples, like making my own vocal samples. And yeah, it sounds like that'd be a good match.
Yeah. You know, I was saying to somebody that you kind of remind me of not Rich Brian, but like
I met him the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah,
what, at the 88 thing?
Yeah, the 88 thing.
Like you kind of remind me of Rich Chiga.
What?
Yeah. Well, at least Comic Sans does. Because like no, seriously, because when he came out with a Pull Up with a Stick or whatever.
Dat Stick?
Yeah, Dat Stick, right?
Yeah.
I was just like,
that's
you
a pretty
reminded
hard
me.
song.
Yeah, but you reminded me of that song once I was up on Comic Sans, and then when I look at the rest of your discography, it's like, oh, but she can actually sing.
I love singing.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and you kind of have like that really good balance of like, yo, I can sing, but I can also spit hella hard too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it's really sweet. Yeah, singing is my first love. Really, I love it. I want to do more of it. I want to find a way to kind of like merge those worlds.
I mean, you're already doing it.
Oh, thanks.
You really
thanks,
are,
man.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you
Got
so
you.
much.
Oh,
you got a cheddar.
Oh, so
cheddar.
Cheddar?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Cheddar?
Cheddar.
See, I don't know. I'm from the Bay, so I love doing like hugs and all that.
We
so
can hug after this.
Yeah, we
I'm
can
down,
hug
I'm
after
down,
this.
I'm down.
Have you spoken to anybody from like 88 Rising? Like, would you ever be interested in like hopping on that label?
I'm actually signed already, so I can't.
Okay.
So I can't really exercise that option at this point. But yeah, I mean, they're doing amazing things. I went to the event a few days ago. I saw Deb Never perform. She was opening for Dumbfounded. She's fire. And just to see like what the movement they're creating, it's really inspiring. I got to speak with Sean, who's the founder of 88, and just to speak with him and just like this man has started a movement that's opening doors for so many people, you know, and I think just to witness that in this time is really inspiring.
Well, I think seeing what 88 Rising and what Sean's doing, like, I think it's inspired a lot of us Asian Americans to just be like, yo, like, we can do whatever the hell we want to do now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously starting off with, like, Rich Brian and Joji, but then literally after that, like, I've never seen this many Asian American, or, you know, just, like, Asians in general just wanting to, like, make music and, like,
100%.
put, you know what I mean? Like, and I think it's a beautiful thing nowadays to, you know, see somebody like yourself, see somebody like Deb Never, like, you know, just, like, go full force with this thing.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting to me that it really ended up having to be like an inside out operation, like built by the people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's an all Asian label, before that, there haven't been a lot of Asian Americans signed to American labels who have really made it into the mainstream. So to see this all Asian American label, it's like, it's interesting that at the end of the day, we just like had to do it for ourselves, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's the foot in the door. I love it. I love their visuals too. Joji's, have you seen that? I think it's called Windows, one of his videos.
I don't think I've seen Windows.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm going to send you a link.
Okay.
It's going to blow your mind.
Do that. All right. Audrey, we're just going to go through a round of like super quick questions right now.
Right.
So obviously we're at the lunch table.
Should I be nervous?
No, you're good. I'm not gonna ask anything. I'm not gonna ask anything wild. Audrey, what's like your? We're obviously at the lunch table. So what's your favorite lunch?
Sushi. Love sushi or Korean barbecue.
Yes.
Yes. What are the spots? Can you tell me the spots after this?
I mean, how long are y'all here for? We can go.
Oh, let's go.
We need to go like while you guys are still in LA.
Yeah, I'm down.
Shout out to Hey Jang Chong. You know what I mean?
Who is that?
That's the spot.
That's the guy.
Spot. Or Quarters.
That's our guy. We're gonna meet him.
Yes, we definitely will.
Amazing.
When are you dropping your? Oh, actually, when are you dropping your next single? The love song, but not a love song.
Yeah, the solo dolo love song. Hopefully Valentine's Day or the week after.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about when are you dropping that Park 91?
Can I say it? Okay. End of March. That song has been in the works. I wrote that song like 2 years ago. I've just been dying, but not dying to put it out because I love having it for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm selfish that way. But yeah, I'm really excited for that to come out.
All right, y'all. So long story short, I was DJing at the club the other night and they were passing out free bottles. As soon as I took a shot of this drink, I turned back to the guy and said, "What is this?" He said it's Papa J's Lambanog straight from the Philippines. I'm talking about I had a couple of these shots throughout the night and I was feeling hella good by the time I was done DJing. I didn't even have a stank face with any single shot that I took. Now, if you go to papajs.com right now and use the promo code LUNCH, you'll get $25 off delivery and have Papa J's directly onto your doorstep. Yay! And we're back. Yeah, you know what I mean? Since we're on the subject of Park 91, right?
Park 9.
Park 9.
Yes.
Park 9.
Wow, Park 91. Maybe we should do the remix. You want to hop on the remix?
I
Park
can hop
91?
on the remix. I could just do something at the end, do like some ad-libs in the back and shit.
Yeah, maybe some yodeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
it's
we
lit.
we can get the yodeling kid too.
Yeah, no, you could do the yodeling. You could do the yodeling. Oh.
Shit like that.
That was
I've been
terrible.
practicing now. Damn, that was terrible. I appreciate you keeping it honest though.
I'm kidding.
But like, so I think from what I can remember, you were explaining that Park 9 was a diner that you used to go to like when you were a kid a lot, like
in high school.
In high school. So like, why is that song like so sentimental and like valuable to you?
I think there's a lot of reasons. First of all, I wrote it based off like real experience, and I don't do that a lot. I definitely like to write stories and songs. I like to make up characters, but this one was very much personal and almost like a journal entry. That's the first thing. The second thing was the way it was made. This song was literally written in an hour, and it's like one of the best songs that I think I've ever written. And Anwar and I just locked in that day. Like, he started playing some chords. I basically just sang the song, like the first take, and I wrote the lyrics in a notebook. And I remember it was the first time that I just wrote lyrics and didn't really cross anything out. Like, I never do that. I always edit. But yeah, I think a big part of why I love it so much is the way it was written. It was just so easy. It felt like a gift that was given to me.
That's good. And I hope everybody enjoys that gift the same way me and everybody else at the Mint enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you. So sweet.
Dream collaboration, rapper and producer. Or not even rapper, just artists in general.
Artists in general? This is a weird one, but MF Doom, I think that'd be such a sick collaboration. Damn. I just love him. And I think that we kind of have like similar lyrical content. Like, he does a lot of food references, which I fuck with. And I do that a lot too. So it'd be really cool to just, I mean, I don't have to even meet him, just to have our voices on like the same MP3. Be so sick.
Yeah, that'd be legendary.
Yeah, because I don't even want to know what he looks like, because you know he has the mask. You can't you don't really know what he looks like.
It's kind of like Marshmallow.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think that's so cool.
What about producer?
Producer. I said Mike Dean earlier.
Then we'll go with Mike Dean.
Yeah, I think that's
okay.
But not even. Oh God, I don't even know if I would work with him. It's just so sacred. I think I would just want to like see him work and just like see. Yeah.
Just be in the room.
Yeah, just be in the room.
And last question I have to ask you: what's one random music fact about you that people may or may not know?
Random music fact: back when I moved out of my house for the first time, and I was like, kind of struggling. I remember like literally I went to Target one time, I couldn't buy like a stapler or something. It was a hard time, but I actually did these commercial demo thingies for money, and I had to do this one commercial for this Korean toy company where I had to like it was so terrible. It's like I hope that never gets out, or maybe I'll just put it out one day, and like maybe when I win my first Grammy I'll put it out and be like, work hard kids, because it's so funny. I had to put on like this weird freaky animal voice, and it was all in Korean. It was like K-pop.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Audrey stands. I hope you find that and share it with us.
No one's ever gonna find that. No one's gonna find that unless I want them to find it. Yeah.
One last thing I do gotta say about you, Audrey, is you're extremely bold because your name is simply just Audrey.
Yeah.
I think it's the same way like Miguel and Khalid are just coming out the gates, just like, yo, this is my name. This is who you're going to remember me by.
Word.
But I remember talking to you back at the Mint, and I was like, yo, I think you have a really bright future ahead of you.
Thank you.
Like, you know what I mean? Between your musicality, the way you rap, and the way you can sing and blend everything together, and the fact that a lot of your dope shit isn't even like Comic Sans isn't even at the top of like all your dope shit.
Thanks.
I think that, just that you have a bright future ahead of you, and I hope to see you do bigger and better things later on in the future.
Yes, thank you.
No problem.
Thank you so much. This was great.
Thank you.
I'm getting a sticker, right?
Of course.
Okay.
You gave me your sticker.
I did. I saw that.
You know
it's
what I
fire.
mean?
Who am I in front of there?
That's E40. West Coast
sick,
legend.
Sick.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yay! Audrey, where can everybody find you?
In my house by myself, eating ramen on a Thursday night. I'm kidding. It's my Instagram is hello, AVDREY.
There you go.
Because hello, Audrey with the U was taken. So
we got to work on
bastards.
That. You know what I mean? This is the Lunch Table, Food for Thought. I'm Nico Blitz. Shout out to Audrey and Anwar. And we are out, everybody. Yay!
Thank you.